And good Thursday morning. James Phillips here, live at 9 with on WJLX. I feel like I'm not hearing everything right, but it looks like sound's going across. So if not, one of our guys will come tell me. Special guest this morning, we've got Coach Blake Laney and two players from the Jasper High School varsity girls basketball team. We got Mariana Rigsby and Lexi Kilgore. Something's acting funky.
You got to turn your mic on, man.
I got it on, don't I?
Program.
Oh, there we go. That sounds better. Thank you for the technical help there, Jonathan Timmons. Now I can hear myself. Got the girls basketball team here. You guys have the biggest game of the season so far coming up tomorrow at home. It's going to be the first round of the area tournament, and you guys get to host it. Y'all aren't area champions, but the way that y'all's area worked it out is that the two seeds get to host the play-in games. Is that right?
So we're in a 3-team area. Most areas are 4-team, and then
Right.
in a 4-team, the host every game's at the host site. Since we're just a 3-team area, the number 2 seed hosts the 2-3 game, and then the championship game will be at the 1 seed, which is Coleman.
Right, and that's how the boys are doing too. Coleman and Mortimer Jordan will be playing tomorrow to get the opportunity to come to Jasper next week.
Yes, sir.
And I guess there's pros and cons to that, but for me, it seems like it'd be easier for the host team to just let the other two play somewhere else, and you don't have to get all those volunteers and ticket takers and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. It's a really good thing, and we get another home game out of it.
Yeah.
We'd obviously wish we were the 1 seed, but being the 2 seed's a big situation, and playing Mojo at home will be a big advantage.
And the biggest thing about this game is a win, and the season's not over.
A win, and you're guaranteed at least 2 more games. The area finals, whoever wins will host a sub-region, and the loser will have to travel. So, definitely need to be in the driver's seat and win the area and get to host somebody like Buckhorn or Lee. And more than likely, the loser of the championship game is going to have to travel to Hazel Green. So that would be a real tough game. So, you definitely want to win the area.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, the next question was going to be who do you match up with, and I thought it was that region. They've got some good teams in North Alabama in that region or area especially.
They do, and we played Buckhorn at home and won by 10. So we know we can compete and we can win that game. We've seen Hazel Green on film. They're, I think, still ranked number 1 in the state. So really good team. That'd be a tough trip for one of us to make.
Now, how about what would you say? We kind of talked about this before we came on the air. If somebody told you at the beginning of the year you guys would be 21 and is it 21-6?
21-8.
21-8. You would have taken that for sure.
I think we definitely would have taken it. Our 8 losses, 2 are to out-of-state teams, 2 more are to number 5 in 6A, and then number 4 in 5A. We've played a really tough schedule, played a lot of really good teams, and to be 21-8, just shows you how hard these girls have played and, the effort and time they've put into it. And overall, excited where we're at, but we're definitely not satisfied.
Mariana, you are a senior, the only senior on the team. So you got celebrated the other night, and I think you've reached, 1,200 points in your career?
Yes, sir.
So what was the emotions of senior night? And I guess, did y'all know you'd be hosting then?
We did, yes, sir.
Okay. But, last regular season home game, what was the emotions of it like?
I was kind of happy or, excited to be there. You always think in the past, what would my senior night be like and look like. I tried not to think about it being the last home game where, hey, it's getting closer to where you only have guaranteed 2 or 1 more game.
Right.
And so I try not to think about that until after the games are over with.
Right.
But it was fun, exciting. I had my teammates there, my coaches, who have been here all 6 years.
Yeah.
And then my whole family was there, so that was really exciting for them to be able to all come out and watch. And
That's why the gym was so crowded. Your whole family was there. She's got 10 siblings for anybody that doesn't know.
only 2 weren't there, but and then all of our church friends who could make it came, so it was really nice, really exciting to be out there.
Yeah, yeah. And you came through with a big game that night as well.
Yes, Yes, sir.
What did she finish
I
with?
think 17 points.
I
I'm pretty
thought
sure
it was somewhere
17.
16,
She was
17.
the leading scorer in the game with 17, so that's a good way to go out on senior night.
Oh yeah, and you got a lot of help from your friend next to you too on senior night. You played really well in that game, and you finished with what, 12 points or?
Yes, sir. Well, that was the section.
Oh, was that was the section game,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
That was senior night.
That was senior night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, now you're confusing me.
Yeah.
I've seen too many games this week, so don't get me on the wrong train track. You know.
She did. She scored 12, and she went 6 out of 7 from the floor. It's one of her better games of the year. And
Yeah.
I told her in the car ride over here that we need 12 more.
Oh yeah.
12 more
Definitely.
tomorrow night for us to have a chance to win.
Yeah, and I think the only thing about you that I can tell from playing and just from you sitting here and smiling and laughing, you're not mean enough to be down there in that post. You're gonna have to elbow some girls or something during the tournament games.
Yes,
You know.
sir.
I think that's the biggest issue with her, right? She's not.
I don't know. She's pretty mean. She's spicy. She gets after it. She's
Does
got a
she?
little
I can
attitude
be.
about her.
I can
Yeah,
be.
she.
Yeah. What's been your thoughts on the season so far?
I think we've had a really good season. You know, one of the biggest things is that we just play together. We have good team chemistry. Like, if we're not playing, we're always like we never have any problems, and we're always there for one another, and we just pick each other up. And we shoot the ball really well. Like, we never really have any problems like scoring the ball. Like, if Mariana's not scoring, then Tanaya's scoring. Like, we're all just there for each other and picking each other up.
Yeah.
And that's just like one of the biggest things I think that we just all play together and we're just there for each other.
Well, Coach Burns has been talking on his coach's show a lot about how the boys team has just gelled together like a little family. Is that what you guys are kind of seeing this year too?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like she said, like we have 0 internal issues, and a lot of seasons you can't say that. Now,
Yeah.
even our really, really good seasons, like there's usually something going on.
Yeah, there's some kind of drama in the
Yeah,
background.
and this group they get along, they enjoy each other. The trips we've taken, they've all had fun together, and that makes it so much easier on our coaching staff having a group that all gets along and really cares about each other. I think that goes a long way for team success.
Now, for Coach, what's the one that got away this year that you wish you had back?
The Boaz game, probably we got beat at the buzzer. I could have done different things as a coach. Also, we didn't play our best game, but they had the ball with 2.6 seconds and somehow caught the ball, threw it full court, and hit a runner at the buzzer, which
Wow.
probably wasn't enough time for that to happen.
Well, I was going to say, I bet if that was at home, it would have been zeros
Yeah,
already.
needless to say, they hit the shot and we got beat. But it was a learning experience. And, our last game against Athens, we didn't play really well and probably should have won that game. But you live and learn. I think our other losses have been what I'd call a good loss.
Right.
Played really good teams, played them competitive. And, the ball just didn't roll our way. But, I'd take the one game would be the Boaz game.
Yeah. Girls, what's been your favorite thing about this season so far? What's your favorite memory? You better talk loud, Mariana.
I'm trying to think of the favorite memory. There's a lot that's happened.
Better be the Disney trip. That's what it should
Yeah,
be.
I do remember y'all had a big Disney trip for sure.
Yeah, mine was definitely the Disney trip. I think that was really fun.
I think, yes, overall the Disney trip was the best thing. When we were at Orlando, all the girls were together and just having fun. And going to the parks and being able to ride roller coasters together, I think really helped strengthen our bond as a team.
Yeah.
And it was very exciting, very fun. I've never been to Universal or Disney before, so it was really fun
Yeah.
for me. And
then definitely going to the park in the evening and then having to wake up at 6 a.m. to go play. And you just had to walk downstairs to the gym.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It was just
So were y'all playing at a competitive gym at
Yeah,
Disneyland?
well, we stayed at the Gaylord, and the
Okay.
whole tournament's on site.
Okay, cool.
And they've got 6 courts, I think. And you just walk downstairs and play, then go back upstairs, change, and go to the parks. It's a really cool experience.
Yeah.
We had several girls that had never flew before, so they got to fly for the first time. Several that had never been to Disney, so it was a neat experience and something I'm glad they got to experience.
Now, was it either one of you guys' first time flying?
it was my first time flying.
What did you think about it?
It's nice. It's a lot quicker than driving. 'Cause
Yeah.
my family drives everywhere.
Yeah, that's what my family usually do too. And the first time I ever flew was to Disney World on my honeymoon, like 26 years ago. So that you got to go before I even did. The everybody, I don't think people think much about the trips that you guys take, and especially a long trip like that, and how much that can bring the team together.
Okay, you know, we try to do something every year for the past 3 years. We went to Disney this year, of course. We went to Gatlinburg last year, and then the year before that, we went to Cherokee, North Carolina, and played actually at the casino, which was a pretty cool experience. But we try to carry them somewhere big every year, and you know, next year, which Mariana won't get to experience this, but the plan is as of now to go to Hawaii and play.
Oh wow!
So
y'all need any chaperones?
that's why we got a lot of people all of a sudden wanting to coach and get on board.
We may have to even go broadcast those
if
games.
we can make it work out financially. You know, that's kind of the in the early planning stages.
That'd be a lot of fun. I don't want to say this, but you could be recruiting some players by even mentioning that.
That'd be a good selling point.
Right, it would be. Now, a lot of times when you guys go on the trips like that, I know being on a team, you're together a lot, but you still got your other friends that you hang out with and talk to that aren't your teammates. When you're on that trip, you don't have anybody else, so it's always just you and your teammates and coach. Is that a big difference? Do you think that has helped y'all as a team to grow?
I think it has.
It has, and if you're like me, most of your friends are on the basketball team, so.
Right. So it was just normal for you.
Yeah, it was normal. But I do think it really does help with team bonding and chemistry, you know, just hanging out like off the basketball court. And that's where you really get to learn who your teammates are, because on the court, you know, you're focusing on practice, getting better, making your teammates better, and just, you know, out there trying to have fun while doing what you can. But off the court and outside of practice and games, that's where you really get to learn your teammates, like their personalities, things they like, and that's where you learn you have more in common with them than you originally thought, not just basketball.
Yeah. You guys have a lot of kind of new faces this year, I guess. Like there's several younger girls that are out there playing. I think even an 8th grader has some playing time.
Sophie Guzman, which she played last year as a 7th grader.
Oh wow! Okay.
She's got a lot of natural talent. You know, she's really quick, and you know, if she continues to get better, she'll have a chance to be a really good player for us.
Yeah, and with only the one senior, you've got everybody coming back.
Yeah, everybody but Mariana, which Mariana leads us in scoring. So
right,
she's averaging, I think, 16 or 17 a game. So we're gonna have to find somebody to replace her points. But you know, we got several young girls that are 7th and 8th graders right now that I think have a chance to help us next year. So we're excited about the future. You know, we're definitely not ready for the future yet.
Right.
But you know, we do have some pieces coming up that's gonna be big for us.
Now, are there any of the girls this season that has surprised you, Coach, that have really stepped up?
I think, you know, a lot of them have. You know, like Lexi has taken on more of a role this year. You know, Lexi's stats, it's not always her scoring, you know, it's her defense, it's her rebounding. I think, you know, SK's played really good for us down the stretch. You know, again, she don't score a ton, but, you know, they do a lot of the dirty work that you don't see.
Right.
You know, Tanai's shot the ball really well. You know, Grayson has played really good defense a lot of times. We need her to score more. But I think overall, like, we've had a lot of surprises.
Yeah, definitely so. Well, guys, let's take a break real quick. I want to remind you we're talking to Coach Laney and the girls from the Jasper High School basketball team here on Live at 9. We'll be right back after a word from a few of our sponsors. And we're back on Live at 9 with James Phillips here on WJLX. Got the Jasper High School girls basketball team. Well, a couple of them here, not the whole team. And Coach Laney, appreciate you guys coming in. You get to skip class for a little bit today?
Yes, sir.
Which classes are we skipping?
Well, I only have a first block, and that's government. So
Yeah, you're in that tough senior year where you have one class, basically.
yes, it's very hard. Very hard.
I'm going to skip health, which it's not a big class. It's just a bunch of notes.
Oh, yeah. So this is probably more fun than being in health class.
Yeah, for sure.
Big game coming up tomorrow, hosting it 5 p.m. tip off. How do you get ready for a big game like this? What will be the scenario tomorrow?
I think that a really big thing that we need, or that we've been working on, is just how to defend them, because like that was like our biggest thing, is like we just had trouble like defending like their plays and their offense, and we'll probably be watching film today and just like going over like what we need to be like focusing on, and like how we can just play around them, and like just what's the best way to prepare for them.
I would also say the way we're preparing for them is our defense. We have our sort of our JV girls running through their offense.
Right.
And we have our Coach Childers, our assistant coach. He plays their post player, and he may be quiet, but he does like really know basketball, and he'll make moves, and he's very good at like being realistic as a player for her.
Yeah.
And so yesterday at practice, they were running through their offense while we were guarding it, and we're working on talking more, communicating on screens, where their player is, where the post is, where their shooters are, and we're just preparing by running through their offense. And today we're watching film. We're gonna go over like more of their offense today and how to guard it, and then we're probably gonna watch their defense and see what we need to do
See
better
what you
on
can do to attack
offense.
it. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now I didn't get to see either one of the Mojo games. Do they have a big post player?
Yes, sir, they do.
Yeah, she's about 6 foot, if a little taller than 6 foot,
Yeah.
6'1", 6'2", maybe.
I think she's committed to UAA. She's a really good player. I think the last time we played them, she scored 26 maybe. I mean, she went unconscious. I think she was 12 of 13 from the floor.
Wow.
So, that's tough to do against air, let alone somebody
Yeah.
guarding you. But they've got a really good team. They've got 3 girls that all average about 15 or 16 a game. So anytime in girls basketball you can put out 3 scorers like that, you put the defense in a big bind.
Right.
So we're going to have to mix it up on defense. The first time we played them, nothing but zone, and held them to 27 points somehow. I think they shot 4 for 30 from 3 that game.
Wow.
At their place, we started off in zone, ended up having to go man because they shot us out of the zone. So tomorrow's probably going to be a combination of man and zone and a few little tricks we've got up our sleeve. But if we're going to have a chance to win, we're going to have to defend and eliminate a lot of their 3-point shots.
Now, how do you you're coaching and dealing with teenage girls? How do you get them ready? Because minds could be everywhere.
I feel like for the most part we come in pretty focused.
Yeah.
And I think we're ready to practice a lot of times. I mean, there's a lot of goofiness and silliness that I have to put up with, and kind of, and I'm used to it by now. But it's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, as long as they can, lock in when they
Oh
need
yeah, as long
to.
as they're having fun.
Yeah, have fun and just lock in the certain times you got to lock in.
Yeah.
But overall, like this group, there's no issues with anything like that.
Now you've coached both these girls for several years now. Mariana, you started coaching her when she was like 5 years old. It
Yeah,
seems like.
as a 7th grader, little young
What's the-
7th grader.
There's got to be something embarrassing that you can tell us about her.
Let's see. I'd probably say the running joke is how many times she ends up on the floor during the game.
Yeah.
And she's got a little better this year, but when she was young, especially, it was nothing to see her hit the floor 10, 11, 12 times a game. And,
Yeah.
she's small, especially that time. She was small and skinny, and you're wondering, like, well, she probably just broke something there.
Right. Yeah.
Somehow she always bounces up and takes contact, and I don't know how she does it a lot of times.
Well,
But,
you got several players that they don't mind getting on the floor. Any of the guards, they're definitely. Wyndham is one, and also Norris. They're always on the floor. It seems like.
yeah, we get after it. I mean, I don't think, if you come watch us, we may struggle to score, we may struggle on defense a little bit. We're always going to give effort and get after it.
Yeah. and you're always fighting on the inside
Yes, sir.
with whoever their biggest girl is. What is your thoughts going into this one, since you've got such a good player that you're going to have to deal with?
My biggest thoughts is just rebounds. It's really hard, like when you're on offense, to rebound the ball because they're always like behind you in the goal. But it's just like I have SK behind me to help, so I have a bunch of good help defense. So it's just rebounds after rebounds.
And I noticed a few times, I think it was in the section game, that you had both post players out, and you had Mariana running like at a high post,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody on the floor could handle the ball or shoot the ball.
Yeah, and we will do that at times. We don't do it a ton, but when the coaching staff, when we see a need for it, sometimes we get in a lull on offense, and a lot of defenses aren't used to a guard being in the middle right there. So when she catches in the middle, puts the defense in a bind, she can attack the rim, she can kick out. So it's something that's been good for us. And at some point tomorrow night, that's probably something we're going to have to do. We struggle on defense a little bit when we go small because we're mismatched on the inside. But, we're confident whatever lineup we put out there that we're going to be okay.
So you may have to guard the 6-foot girl some.
Yes, so I've actually played travel ball first, so I'm used to guarding her.
Yeah.
And so I know I can get her frustrated if I bump her a lot, and especially if I'm like just talking to her, she'll get a little frustrated with me.
Yeah.
So.
Mariana's talking that trash out there.
No, I'm very nice when I talk to her.
I beg them to talk trash. They won't do it.
I'll come in and do a class if you want me to. What about what do you guys want people to know to get them out? Y'all need support tomorrow, right? Like we need a lot of fans to show up.
Yes.
Yes, we need a lot of energy. I feel like energy is a big part of the game, Like, that's like, we have a really good bench. Carly Jo Stevenson, like, she's always keeping us hype and energetic. And, like, if somebody's down, Carly Jo's right there to pick them up. That's just a big thing, like, with our team is, like, we're always hype and excited. Like, there's never a time that we're really, like, don't have no energy.
Yeah.
I would also say Lexi's not going to give credit to herself, but Lexi's also a big role in our team about hyping people up and always being there for our teammates.
Yeah.
She's always there, like, if you miss your shot, turn on the ball, she's always the first one. Her or Grayson is the first one to come and say, hey, that's okay. That happens. Just get it back on defense, get a stop, and keep playing.
Yeah.
But I will say energy and momentum is really what we need tomorrow night. So everybody show up 5 o'clock tomorrow for tip-off for the girls' basketball.
Yeah.
But
See, that was a good promo right there to get people in.
It was.
Yeah.
You come 5 o'clock. We'll probably be done by 6:15 or so. You still got time to go have dinner. So
Oh, yeah.
no
Yeah.
reason not to come early.
And if people want tickets, they can pay at the door, or they can
Pay
do
at the door
GoFan.
or GoFan, yes, sir.
What is the ticket price?
I think the state sets this game. I would say $10.
That's what I figured.
Yeah,
Something
but
like
we
$10.
don't have control over the area tournament, but
Yeah.
I think it's 10 or 11.
Somebody was asking me the other day at the Cold Springs game, how much is it to get in? I was like, I haven't paid to get in a high school game in 30 years.
Yeah, well, we charge 10, and we've done that for the past several years,
Yeah.
and just everything from the cost of officials to travel, everything these days, as everybody knows, is so expensive. So
Oh, yeah.
we had to go up on price, but there's a lot of nights we're playing 4 different games, so you're paying 10 to watch 4 games.
Right.
You go to football, you pay the same price to watch 1 game. So,
Right.
it's a good trade-off.
Yeah, I think so, definitely. And you guys put a good product on the court, too.
We do. You get to watch our girls and you get to watch our boys. Our boys are always fun to watch,
Yeah.
especially the style that they play. So I think everybody that comes out definitely gets their money's worth.
Oh, yeah. And you girls play a pretty chaotic style sometimes, too, whether you mean to or not. But it works for you guys. Y'all hustle on defense so much. That's what I've been impressed with this year, is that there have been times where y'all just shut people down.
We have, defensively, we don't give up. Rarely do we give up over 40 points.
Right.
If you're only giving up 40 or less, you're going to win most of your games.
Yeah.
So really happy where our defense is. A lot of times we're undersized. A lot of times the teams we're playing are a lot faster than us, but we lock in on defense and get after it, which gives us a chance to win.
Well, it's going to be a tough game tomorrow night. Y'all split with Mojo so far, but I think there's a lot more basketball for you guys to be playing for sure this year.
We hope so. That's the plan.
So I guess we'll go ahead and head on out for the day. I sure do appreciate you guys coming in. And everybody go watch them tomorrow night. Go support this team. They need your help in the stands to get past one of their biggest rivals in Mortimer Jordan. And then you'll be traveling to Coleman after that.
Yes, sir.
So, anything else from anybody?
Go Vikes.
Go Vikes.
I like that. Go Vikes. All right. Until tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have a guest on. His name is Shane Weaver. He is from Carbon Hill originally, lives in Tuscaloosa right now. He is running for the congressional seat as a Democrat, running against Robert Adderholt. So you get to hear from him, kind of see what he's all about. And then we've got tonight, Bevel State basketball will be on the air. Myself and Woody Wilson will be calling it. And then tomorrow, the Jasper Vikings girls team, as they whip up on Mortimer Jordan and make it to the next round of the area tournament, will be broadcasting that one from Carl Cannon Coliseum as well. So until tomorrow, be kind and love, and we'll see you Friday morning on Live at 9 with James Phillips on WJLX.